friends. This is Cindy Nick. Thanks for joining me on my podcast, Reflections from My Morning Walk. If you know me, you know that I love to travel. Just seeing the majesty and beauty of the natural world is both awe-inspiring and thought-provoking. In addition to that, my teacher's heart loves finding symbolism or meaning in ordinary things. The canyons and crevices in places like Zion National Park and the Grand Canyon, they just leave me speechless. Not because they are perfect or smooth or untouched, but because they are filled with cracks, crevices, towering cliffs, and deep valleys. Every ridge and fold tells the story of a moment in time when relentless pressure, rushing water, heavy weight, and fierce winds once forced the land to be shaped and formed into a unique landscape. The scars and imperfections etched into the canyon walls stands as a powerful reminder that God brings beauty out of brokenness. Psalm 111, 2-4 says, "Great are the works of the Lord. They are studied by all who delight in them. Splendid and majestic is his work. He has made his wonders to be remembered." Regardless of how or when one believes these landscapes were formed, one truth remains: God's hand is all over it, scars and all. But no one visits a beautiful canyon and says, "Hey, look at all those scars." Instead, they marvel at the beauty that was left behind to tell the story. Walking through the canyons, hikers can't wait for the moment when the sun rises or sets just enough for its rays to stream gloriously through the narrow openings, transforming dark, jagged rock into glowing shades of gold, crimson, and amber. Without the cracks and crevices, there would be no place for the shafts of light to bounce brilliantly off the walls of the canyon. And without the valleys, there would be no breathtaking views. What once appeared to be destruction became the very thing that revealed God's beauty. Even the deepest canyons are not lifeless. Hidden among the towering walls are streams that nourish trees and wildflowers blooming from impossible places, and life flourishing in the shadows. What seems barren at first glance is often overflowing with life and beauty. When you take a closer look, life is sometimes the same way. My son spent several years living in the western part of the United States, where he fell in love with hiking the majestic mountains, the deserts, and canyonlands. The rugged beauty drew him back time and time again. But on one hiking adventure, everything changed. A shadow created an optical illusion. It changed or altered the perception of the terrain and caused him to step in what turned out to be a large crevice in the rocks, breaking his ankle in several places. Multiple surgeries followed, months of recovery, and scars that remain to this day. Friends, sometimes pain happens in the very places we love the most. For a season, those canyons represented heartbreak instead of adventure. Yet God was not absent from the canyon that day. He walked with my son through every surgery, every difficult step of recovery, and every moment of uncertainty. We prayed relentlessly and waited and waited and waited on him to finally walk again, and he did. Several months later, my son joined us for a hike in the canyons. It was something I once thought was impossible. I won't pretend I wasn't just a little nervous. I was actually a lot nervous. But as I watched him traverse the rocky terrain, I was reminded that with God, all things are possible. Returning to this place made us all stronger, both physically and spiritually. Canyons that once witnessed brokenness now reminded me of God's faithfulness. My son's scars tell a story, not simply of an injury, but a healing and the goodness of God. And the place that brought him pain never lost its beauty. How often do we avoid places, people, or memories because they remind us of where we were hurt or wounded. Yet God has a remarkable way of redeeming what once caused that pain. He doesn't always erase the scars, but He does give them a new purpose. Just as the cracks in a canyon allow the sunlight to create breathtaking displays of beauty, our broken places can become the very places where God's light shines most brilliantly. Perhaps your heart feels like that canyon today, carved by disappointment, loss, betrayal, pain, or even grief. You wonder if you will ever see beauty there again. Friends, take heart. The God who created the universe is patiently shaping and forming your life as well. He wastes nothing, not the pain, not the waiting, not even the scars. In His hands, brokenness becomes your testimony. Valleys become places of growth, and cracks become openings through which His light shines to others. Romans 8:28 tells us, we know that in all things, not some things, all things, God works for the good of those who love Him and who have been called according to His purpose. One day you'll look back and realize that the place where you thought your story had fallen apart was actually the place where God's grace became most evident, where brokenness became beauty. Hey friends, what are you waiting for? Get out there and see God's big, beautiful world. And don't forget, keep walking.